Hey, 3 in the morning editing the king here. I just wanted to put this in the beginning of the video. You got timestamps at the bottom for everything we're talking about. Basically just assume spoilers for everything we talk about because, excuse me. Yeah, we kind of just go into spoilers without realizing we're going into spoilers, and then later we'll be like, spoilers. So, sorry about that. I take spoilers very seriously, so, um, yeah. Timestamps in the bottom for whatever we're talking about. Just assume if we bring up a topic, we'll talk about spoilers for it. Um, anyway, enjoy the video.
This is a fucking talking podcast. The podcast where we talk about movies, games, TV shows, and all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
I'm your boy, the King. MC, the King.
It's your boy, Super Flat.
We're recording from the same room for the first time.
They already addressed it. We already just addressed it.
I'm starting it over. I actually... I was gonna cut the beginning out because I didn't want to...
You should have said that before you just you'd be like, I just cut that part out.
I said let's start over.
No, you didn't?
I said let's start over.
Anyway, let's just keep it for me.
Yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah. We'll keep it real with y'all. We'll keep it real.
Yeah, so... How you doing, Jacob?
I've been doing good.
What have you been up to?
Catching up on homework.
That's depressing. I don't go to school no more.
I'm failing.
Oh, jeez. You want to talk about that on the internet?
I mean, it's really easy to catch up. Like, my grades aren't, they're D's. But they're
it's not like failing. You're like...
No, yeah. And there's
failing.
some of them are high D's where I could get it to C. So it's, not that big of a deal, but I still gotta work.
Yeah.
So, that's really it. But... which I'm gonna start doing because I got to June 11th to raise my grades, which is not. It was just a pretty decent amount of time. It's only June 2nd, so.
I been working a lot, so that's been not great.
It hasn't.
I've been working a lot, and I have been very busy, so I don't have as much time to make videos, but on my days off, that's what I mostly do, make videos. It's become really fun. I have so many plans. So, subscribe if you want to watch that.
You want to leak anything or not? You want to keep it raw?
Link in the description if you want to watch my...
I said not link, leak.
Oh.
You want to leak any upcoming episodes or videos, or no? Or you wanna just leave them surprised?
No, I could tease a little something. It's a lot of continuations on stuff I've done before. So another food pyramid tier list, and another we're doing. I'm putting a video with us two in it.
Huh?
That we're playing a game. You just saw me editing, right now.
I was so confused. I was like, huh? We're always in. It's always us two.
Yeah, but that's fun. We're playing a game. This is gonna be a fun time. It's funny. It's a funny video. Just trust. I watched Mitchell's vs. The Machines.
I haven't.
I finally did. That's why I brought it up here. So it's not an actual thing that we're going to talk about, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's really, really good. It's
I watched an episode or two with you. I seen that episode.
It's a movie.
Oh, I thought.
No. That's a different thing I've been watching.
Yeah.
No, Mitchell's vs. The Machines is that movie. It's a cartoon movie. And it's about this girl, and then she's gonna go to college, and then she has to do a road trip with her family, and then a robot invasion happens, and then there's a robot uprising, and then the Mitchells have to figure out, what are we gonna do to stop the robot uprising? And it sounds pretty basic, because the story kind of is, but it's really pretty.
Do you recommend it?
I would highly recommend it. It's so good, there's certain things that I'm why don't other movies freaking do this? You have a brother and sister character, where I feel in most family stuff, you have a brother and sister character, never talk to each other once, right? This one, you have a brother and sister character that actually talk and like each other. Like what? Why don't other movies do that? Like have a healthy brother-sister relationship.
Right, they'd be like,
They either hate each other or they never talk to each other, and they have their own little.
and then
stories.
they see each other for the first time after like 21 years.
Like think about like The Incredibles, which first of all, The Incredibles is good, no disrespect, but think about The Incredibles and like when do Dash and Violet ever talk to each other?
That's true.
Unless they're arguing. And then this movie, it's like the brother and sister, and they're like talking to each other, and they're friends, and that's just a small part of the movie. That's not even like the main thing of the movie. Like the main thing of the movie is the relationship between the father and the daughter, and it's like really wholesome, and you can tell like they're both trying. Like it's not like a situation where one's really trying to get the attention of the other, and the other one's just being oblivious. Like they're both trying, but they just don't get like the way they write everybody is just so realistic, and I love it. So I would recommend it's really good.
I'm gonna watch it. I might.
And it's animated by the people who did Into the Spider-Verse, Lord and Miller. Like I mean, they didn't animate it, right? Like they have a team, but it's directed by them.
Oh.
And you could tell like it has a very interesting animation style. Like it's just really, really good. So I would recommend it. I'm not gonna go off too much because we have a lot of things to talk about. Have you watched anything?
I watched a couple of things.
Tell me a couple of things. I know one thing you watched. It was like a black samurai.
Ah, like Yasuke.
Yes.
Like Black Samurai. It was pretty good.
Tell me about it.
So it's about how like this black samurai, he was like super like cracked at being a samurai soldier, and like he like listened to his like boss, and like a war broke out, and it was like they had powers, like really strong powers, and it was pretty cool. And like in the beginning, he had to like kill his boss to like. So,
oh damn.
Yeah, he had to like kill his boss, and like after that, he hasn't been the same. He's just been hiding undercover after like the war was done. He's just been hiding out, and he got a job, and he was known as like the boat dude because he like rode a boat.
Yasuke the boat dude.
Yeah, he just rode a boat, but then he stumbled across like this one kid that was like super like knew about him a lot, and was like crazy over him, like fangirling. And then this girl, like her friend, his like the kid that was being annoying to Yasuke, his friend, she was really sick, and they didn't know why. And they found out why. I ain't gonna tell you. You're gonna have to watch it yourself. And then it just kept on escalating from there. And then another war broke out, and it was pretty good. There's a lot of like gore, though. It's a cartoony gore, though. Like
Yeah.
they'll be cutting people in half. Like you just see them split in half, and then a whole bunch of blow.
Stuff.
Yeah, but like cartoony. And like they'll be cutting off heads and like stabbing them in the forehead and stuff. But, yeah.
When you told me that there were powers, it completely
it was like
shifted
magic. Yeah.
what I thought it was. Because I thought it was supposed to be like a historical, like, accurate drama. Like, it's like this is like what really happened, but it's anime.
Oh.
But I guess it isn't.
No, it's just...
Because is Yasuke like a real person? I thought Yasuke was like a real person.
I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
Look it up. I don't know. Speaking of gore, another thing I've watched was Invincible, where we're not gonna review it in this podcast because Jacob hasn't seen it, but it's super good. It's really good, and it's the most gory show I've ever seen. Like I think the most gory show I've ever seen was probably Walking Dead before this, and this beat Walking Dead. Like it's very gory, but it's very good. And the storyline is really good, and I think you found the answer, so I'm gonna just let you go off. Did you find the answer?
It's a book.
It's a book?
It's a book.
Oh.
African Samurai: The True Story of a Legendary Black Warrior in Feudal Japan.
Oh, so it is a true story.
Yeah, but they just added powers. Like magic. They just added magic. I just looked up and I look at your face and you're just like, I look up when a creeper exploded in his house.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. I thought it was like a historical drama, and then you're like, oh yeah, like there's powers and magic, and I was like, what? So this is not what I thought it was. But that's okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's not a bad thing.
That's pretty dope. They put him in just like Yasuke, like a couple pictures. Oh, look at Yasuke. Oh, look, cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope.
Invincible is about, there's a superhero named Omni-Man, and he's like the biggest superhero. He's like the Superman of this world, and he has a son, and his name is Mark. And then Mark gets his powers in the first episode. He's like, oh, I finally got my powers. You know, like Sky High type stuff.
Sky High style?
Yeah, Sky High style. And he's like, oh, I finally got my powers. And then, so he goes under the superhero name Invincible. And it's all about, the show is all about Invincible, like, just trying to be the best superhero he could be and stuff. And it's actually kind of low-key, like, heartwarming. Which is weird to say about Invincible. But, it's really, really good. And you can't really talk much about anything past episode 1 without spoiling it, so I'm not really gonna go too in depth. Because there's something that happens at the end of episode 1 that's like, holy crap. And it's like the most jaw-dropping, like, what on earth did I just watch? Right? Yeah.
That sucks. And everything's moving to Amazon Prime.
It's really good. I would recommend it. And, yeah, my favorite episode is probably, like, episode 8. There's an episode where, like, there's a villain that Invincible fights, like, in episode 1. And he's just, like, a basic, like, robbing bank villain. And his name was Titan, right? And then, like, in episode...
6 bows.
I don't know.
Okay, go.
And there's, like, a later episode, not episode 8, but it's, like, one of the last ones where they revisit Titan. And he's, like... He's doing crimes for, like, this mob boss, but then it's like, oh, I'm just doing it to protect my family or whatever, and, like, he's, like, a Luke Cage sort of person. And he's, like, low-key really interesting. And I was like, oh, like, they just take this super basic villain and, like, make him interesting. Like, this show's so good. So, I don't know. It's just really good. Would recommend. I would rate it. We weren't rating things before, but I'm going for it. It's a, say, 9 out of 10. I liked it a lot.
Cool.
Have I watched anything? Oh, I've been watching Love, Death, and Robots. Finally. That's kind of an old show, but season 2 just came out, so I was like, might as well go for it. There's not much I can say about it. It's really good. Sometimes I'm like, okay, guys, like there's like one of the first, I think it's the first episode actually. There's this one scene, like this one like super like intense sex scene, and I'm like did this need to be in it? Like sometimes it's like there's certain sex scenes like where in like one of the episodes there's this girl who seduces this other girl, right? And you know there's a point in it showing like nudity and stuff, but then like in this one episode it's just like, oh, there's like random nudity, like, oh, just show nudity for the sake of it, and it's like you know, you can do that, it's fine. I'm not like your parent, I'm not your mom or whatever, but like
they usually told me there's like one episode like a girl running through the forest naked.
Yeah, there's one episode directed by Lord and Miller, Spider-Verse people, and Mitchell's vs. The Machines people. And the art style is really good, just like all their other stuff. The art style is really good, and it's really cool. But she's just running through the streets naked. And there's like a scene in like a BDMS, or... What's that fetish called?
I don't know.
You know the fetish is like people in like dressed in leather and stuff. BDSM? I don't know.
Well,
Well, whatever that fetish is, they go to like a club like that.
Ew.
and I don't know. It's weird.
Not ill, but like, ill.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But you know, there's also like lots of violence and stuff. Yeah, some episodes like the one I just watched, which is like about like spirit hunters evolving into the new age and like feudal Japan people like evolving. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. And then you have some other ones that are like, oh, this is not that good.
I think I might have been to that village already.
But yeah, I'd recommend it. I mean, that's cap. I would even recommend it. No, that's also cap. I would recommend it. It's so short. Like, might as well just watch it. Like, go for it. Is there anything else we've done? I feel like we've done stuff. We played It Takes Two.
Yeah.
I started playing Persona.
Been addicted to COD still.
I feel like every episode you're like, I love COD.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, yeah, I like it. Should we talk about the stuff that we have written down?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Let's just get into the news. Jacob, you want to do all this stuff since you have a phone to look at?
Alright, the first thing. Oh, I'm bringing back the jar of sticks. Oh, jar of sticks. I'm pulling
jar
out
of sticks.
Jar of sticks. I'm rattling it. Okay, I'm pulling it out. The Minecraft update release date.
Why did you say it like that?
The Minecraft update release date.
Yeah, Minecraft 1.17.
I think we were 18?
17.
17.
Because this is 16. The nether update is 16. The 1.17 update is coming out June 8th. Well, the first half of it. The first half has like all the new blocks and some of the new generation. Like it has like the amethyst shields in there. Like that sort of new generation. And even the blocks that you would usually get from...
Did you say axolotls too?
All the new mobs, so like axolotls, goats.
Wait, but wouldn't you find wouldn't you find axolotls in like that place?
I'm not sure if that biome is in it, because they said that you could get almost all the new blocks, even without the new generation. So you remember like that early Snapchat where like it was the normal caves, but sometimes it'll be like a lush version of the normal caves? I feel like maybe that's what's happening.
Cause like you know when you find that tree and then you go down there. Ain't that where the axolotls are?
Right. Or I don't know.
Or are they located also in the ocean?
That and glow squids.
Sadly. Like a glow squid.
Yeah, and it
like squid are so useless.
It all
a glow
comes
squid.
June
it just glows.
8th.
It just glows to them.
Which is next week. Which at the time we're recording this is next week. It might be out already.
Yeah. So
exciting.
Wow.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited actually because I haven't been playing Minecraft in a hot minute.
Same. I don't know if this is enough to get me back in though, because I kind of like really want.
I kind of want to wait everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's the other half is in December.
Yeah.
I think. So it's like, right.
Yeah, but that's a really, really, really close release date. We're in June. This is being recorded on June 2nd. Excuse me.
Nice.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. It's gonna be good.
Alright. You wanna pull out the jar this time?
Sure.
Alright.
Sure. Let's going to the jar.
Okay.
I don't know how much the people listening to this care about this. But Dream, the world famous Minecraft YouTuber,
Speedrunner Manhunter.
Yeah, he followed in my footsteps.
Wait, you cheat?
No. He followed in my footsteps on becoming a Minecraft YouTuber, because I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber.
Right.
He admitted to cheating, pretty much. I mean,
he dug him. He just dug himself.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, basically, if you guys don't know the situation,
I feel like how many months of denying it?
Yeah, if you don't know the situation, the basic rundown is Dream is a famous YouTuber, and then he spent months and months and months denying these cheating accusations for a speedrun he did that got like a world record. And he spent months and months and months. He hired a freaking like theoretical physicist or something to like prove his innocence.
Right.
And then the theoretical physicist was like nah, he's like nah, like Dream probably cheated. The one that he hired, and then he's like, nah, but I didn't cheat. And it's been like 10 months already, and he finally was like, oh, maybe I cheated by accident, just by accident though. And it's like, I don't know, the way he words stuff is very
Bad.
yeah. There's no other way
I don't
to
know,
say it.
I remember you
It's
telling me
just
this
stupid.
like a couple days ago?
Last
like,
night, I think.
Yeah. Like, he was like, I'm sorry, but I did good stuff in the world too.
He's like,
It triggers me so much. He's like, I admitted to cheating, but like that's not the point here. I told people to stop hating. Like there's no more hate.
he wasn't saying that's not the point though. It was just a random other tweet that he tweeted. That he just started tweeting that like. What I think happened was people started coming at him like, oh, your fans are like harassing people again because of this, and he was like, bro, like that's not my fault, sort of thing. But still, like I don't know, I think he's very.
I'm still watching though.
Yeah, I'm still watching him. Like I like his content. I think he's just really stubborn, and he could get kind of annoying with this stuff.
Also, like, what's the YouTuber they watch that he's just getting more fame out of this?
Omni.
Yeah.
I love that boy.
That Moy?
That Moy. That dude, yeah. Omni is basically like, if you've never seen him, you should watch him. He basically gives me like this, like the whole rundown of everything. But yeah, come on, Dream. like, come on, buddy. Like, you could do better than that.
Like, not much to talk about on that, but still, like, why? Like, you played yourself, sort of?
Yeah. Not much. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about that. I'm curious what you guys think. It's just kind of stupid. It was so funny. I just felt like we should talk about it. What's the next news?
Alright.
Topic.
Cramping my finger. The Eternals trailer.
Ooh, did you see this? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Low key, I'm not gonna cap. Let's talk about it first, and then I'll tell you my shit about it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been excited for the Eternals because literally nobody is.
I don't even know the backstory of Eternals. I mean, I seen a TikTok.
Nobody does.
I seen a TikTok thing. It's like, oh, this, and that, and I was like, oh, that makes it a little bit more interesting. But they really did not do good on that trailer. Like, I feel like it was like so like
Boring.
yeah, like you're just there and you're like
That's
cool.
a movie.
That's a big old ship. Like big old platform.
It's a movie, all right. Like
I can't
I'm
even
not
know.
excited about it.
Yeah, you can't. I don't even know what they're trying to do with that trailer. Like they didn't. I feel like they didn't really show anything out of a trailer.
And also, it's not like oh, I don't know Eternals, so I'm not excited for it. Like it's not that. I don't know who Shang Chi is, but I'm hella excited
for that.
Like that's
gonna
awesome.
be good.
Also, Shang Chi trailer. I forgot to write that down.
Shang Chi.
That trailer
I can't wait. Dude,
amazing.
when he was on the bus and he was fighting the two people, and he just like
split
jump
kick.
kicked. Yeah, I was like, ooh, he's like that. He about that life.
But the cast in this movie in the Eternal seems good. I like the actors in it.
Who are they?
There's Kumail Nanjiani in there. He's ripped now.
Who's that? Who plays him? Who does he play?
He's,
other movies?
He's like a comedian. He's in a lot of funny movies. He voices Jay in the Like on a Dragon movie.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, and there's other people.
Not much to talk about still again on that. It's really kind of.
It's whatever.
Boring.
I'll watch it just because I watch all the Marvel stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, as you can tell, we're very enthused by this. But that Shang-Chi trailer though.
That Shang-Chi trailer.
It has freaking Aquafina. I love Aquafina. That's the girl in the trailer.
Oh, I was like,
I guess there's an actress that plays it.
yeah.
She's dope. I love her. So she's in it. That's great. And then it just seems so good. Like having a Marvel like kung fu movie. Like what a genius idea. Who came up with
Dude,
that?
I can't wait, bro. And it's like, oh, nah.
I'm just excited.
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that.
The 5 rings or the 10 rings, they changed it from the comics where it used to be like actual rings, and now it's like bracelets.
Yeah.
Kind of like armbands.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That looks kind of cool. It just looks really good, dude. I'm really excited.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I don't remember.
Don't remember either, boy. Alright.
I'm shaking up the jar. Oh boy, stick jar. A brand new news that I didn't write down beforehand, because it's actually brand spanking new news. Came out like an hour ago. Nintendo has confirmed, like they already knew that they were gonna be in E3, but they have confirmed their time. They're gonna be there June 15th, which is Tuesday, which means I'm off. Hot damn, baby. And I forgot the time, but they're there, and it's the day I'm off, which means I'm watching it live. Let's go. We're gonna get that Smash review.
Smash review.
Breath of the Wild 2, please show me some Breath of the Wild 2. Are you gonna watch it with me?
I'll watch it. It
I'm gonna see if
depends.
David can watch it with me too.
It depends. Last time I got off because of that first Smash character. Pyramithra. Like, dude, I don't care. But they're fun to play. I'm not gonna cap on that one.
I hope it's Crash Bandicoot.
That would be dope.
What do you want for Smash? What do you want to see in Nintendo's E3?
Crash would be dope. Who else?
Crash, Dr. Eggman I want.
Dr. Eggman would be lit.
And then I want them to show Breath of the Wild 2. Like, that's literally...
What if they had, like, Knuckles?
That's what I'm saying!
Like you know how people have, like, how it's, like, Daisy and, like
an
Peach?
Echo Fighter?
Yeah, like an Echo Fighter and be Knuckles.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
Or to have an Echo Fighter in his Tails.
Tails, that would be also dope.
I would rather have
Ooh.
Tails than Knuckles. Personally, I love Tails.
I love Tails, too. But I feel like Knuckles will be dope. But I would like Tails. Tails would be lit. Like, dude, like, imagine, like, her, like, recoveries, her, like, swinging her tail to fly up, dude.
Boy.
You know. That'd be dope.
That's what I'm saying. I think Tails, the only reason they wouldn't do Tails as an Echo Fighter is because he got so much stuff that he could just have as his own fighter. Like, he has his own moves. But Knuckles is basically just strong Sonic that glides. That's his only unique thing, right? Like, Tails is like a pilot, he can fly with his tails, and like...
That's why they should add him. He's perfect.
Because he's his own special character, that's why I'm saying he won't be an Echo.
Yeah, that's true.
But Eggman, if they're gonna add anybody, add Eggman so Sonic can fight Eggman in Smash. That'll be dope.
Imagine.
But Crash Bandicoot, please give it to me. Waluigi would be hilarious. Honestly, out of everything, I just want them to show Breath of the Wild 2. I'm really...
Did they say they were gonna show it?
No, they didn't. And I'm really, really hoping for it. Because it's been about 4 years since that first trailer came out. And it's up like...
How long has Breath of the Wild come out?
It came out in 2017, so that's 4 years. So no, it's been 2 years since that first trailer came out. For Breath of the Wild 2. And it's like... Come on, dude. Like, it's been in development for 2 years after the trailer. Like, it's not like it's been in development for 2 years. It's 2 years after the trailer. It's been in development since before then, you know? So, like, I'm really hoping for it. I really want to see something, because we know literally nothing. Do you remember that first trailer for Breath of the Wild 2? It was like...
No, I don't.
It was like a weird, like... it was like backwards talking, kind of, or like chanting, and then you see Link and Zelda are together.
I think you showed me this recently, actually. I think I remember.
And it's really cool, and I was like, whoa, Link and Zelda are together. I can't think of any other Zelda game where they're together, you know? It's always Link saving Zelda. And they're together, and they're like in an underwater, in like an underground cave system or something. And then you see Ganondorf's like dried up body like hanging somewhere, and he has like a glowing hand like on his chest, and it was so freaking cool. And I was like, what? Like he has like a mummified like freaking glowing hand. Like it was like cool. And Ganondorf wasn't in the first Breath of the Wild. Like Ganon was like Calamity Ganon, but like Ganondorf wasn't.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy crap! Like this seems so good, and that's all we know about it. Like just that little cutscene stuff. So I think it'll be really cool if you.
That would be dope, actually. I haven't fully finished Breath of the Wild. I played a couple here and there. I played a little bit here and there, but
could you imagine if like you could play as Link and Zelda in this? You could play as Zelda.
That would be dope, but I feel like it's like Link's Adventure. It's Breath of the Wild.
But it's The Legend of Zelda.
I guess.
I don't know. I feel like it'll be just like a cool different thing, like the first game where you play as Zelda.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Or there's probably another game somewhere that you play as Zelda, but not like a main game.
Yeah. Smash.
They could show Bayonetta 3, they could show Metroid Prime 4, but I highly doubt they're gonna show that. Splatoon 3, I would love to see some more.
Ooh, some more Splatoon 3, that would hit.
That
would hit. That would hit. Like that.
Anything new. I don't know. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, that's it. Shaking the jar. I'm shaking the jar of the beans. The sticks.
Bean.
And the next thing we're talking about is
Discord X PlayStation.
Discord made.
Can't wait.
Yeah, Discord made a partnership with PlayStation. You heart reacted it.
I didn't mean to. I should have hold it so see if it'll like pop up and it was like, you hearted it. And I was like, no.
PlayStation and Discord made a deal, and they're trying to get PlayStation. They're trying to get Discord onto PlayStation by the year like 2022 or something. That was very not fun to listen to. Sorry about that.
Ow. Hit the door now. I can't wait because I use Discord on my phone when I talk.
Yeah, me and Jacob, we be using Discord a lot while on PlayStation, like for crossplay and stuff.
Yeah, I got a cousin rocks Xbox. Ew, am I right? Ew.
It's like
it'll be so much helpful.
It'll be so easy. It'd be so great.
Like you're like, alright, I'm hopping on Discord. Bet I'm already on because I'm on my PlayStation already. Like, ooh.
How would you feel if they replaced the PlayStation party system with just Discord parties?
I already have all my friends that I talk to on Discord, like that I talk to regularly through parties on Discord, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Do you think you have to make a Discord account?
I'll just link my Discord that I have here to them.
Yeah, but I'm saying for people who don't have it already, you think they're gonna have to just make a Discord to do this, or you think it's just gonna be like you could just use your PlayStation account?
Maybe if you use a PlayStation account, that'd be cool. But I kind of would like my personal account on it.
Same.
So.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, it seems like little news, but it's pretty big deal. Yeah. But there's not much more to say about that, honestly.
Alright.
What else we got? Shaking the beans. This is canonically beans now. Overwatch 2 got a live stream the other day showing off a bunch of new stuff.
I haven't watched it. He told me about it. It sounds pretty dope.
So the biggest news is that they are removing one of the tanks. So now it's a 5v5.
Oh yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
So now it's one tank, 2 healers, 2 damage, which got most of the Overwatch community pretty pissy. And
You like it though, right?
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying like I gotta play it first. You know?
Yeah.
I think people are too quick to jump to conclusions. In my opinion.
Right.
How do you feel about it? Just first gut reaction.
I'm a tank man, so it kind of sucks because like if everyone goes tank, I might not be able to play tank, or if I do get to tank, it'll take forever. Like how DPS was, it'll probably take like a match loading time of like what, an hour. Like,
do you think
the
it's gonna be
updates too-
easier or harder to be a tank as a tank?
well, also they updated tanks where they're a lot more like strong, like not stronger, but like they're more not just tanks. They could do stuff. So it depends on your play style. If you're just like a tank where you just like, don't worry guys, stay behind me, I'll shield you, or you're like a aggressive tank, or you're a little bit of both. I am a little bit of both. So I'm personally decently fine with it. I can't wait till Reinhardt because I'm a Reinhardt main.
The double freaking fire strike.
Double fire strike. You can stop your freaking momentum when you freaking.
You can steer easier.
Yeah, it's gonna be so great. Can't wait. I don't have that much of a problem with it.
I wonder what they're gonna do with Roadhog. Cause I'm a Roadhog main, and I feel like Roadhog cannot exist how he does in this new Overwatch. So I kind of feel like maybe what they could do is they could do that thing that they did in the experimental where he uses his take a breather, he also heals the people around him. Or he gives like the people around him his armor buff also. Like I feel like that would be pretty cool. But as it is now, Roadhog cannot exist like how he is. Like that, like he'll be unplayable basically. And yeah, I don't know. I'm fine. Oh my gosh. I'm fine with it. Yeah, it's cool. I'm chill with it. That's pretty much all the news, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for the tank stuff because
Oh, they also showed off new maps. I forgot to say.
Yes. I haven't seen them. I've seen a couple of them. Like
They just
like the New York one.
Yeah, they finished showing off New York. They showed like all the little nooks and crannies and stuff, and they showed off Toronto a little bit.
Toronto, Canada. I represent my Canadians out there.
Yeah, represent. They
My
showed,
New Yorkians out there.
they showed some of Rome,
My Romans out there.
and then they announced the new map, Monte Carlo. Your Monte Carloans out there? I don't know. Monte Carlo looks fine. Like, from aesthetically, I don't know. I don't really like how it looks aesthetically that much. But they do got, there's this one, it's a payload map. And there's this one freaking push. It's really hard to describe, but like, it goes like up a ramp and does a 180-degree turn and then goes up a steeper ramp. And it's like, what? So that means like you have like automatic, like really good high ground if you're like in front of the like payload. Like, it's so interesting. I can't wait to see how that plays. But
Is it coming on PS4?
yes. It's exciting. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's jump into reviewing stuff, yeah?
We've been doing that.
No, we were talking about news. Now we're gonna review stuff.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are we? Yeah, we are. Oh.
Did you pull the beans box out of the bean? Did you pull bean out of the box?
Yeah.
I gotta pull beans. Alright, it changed from sticks to beans. The Mortal Kombat movie. I was about to say trailer. The movie.
I want to hear what you think first.
I like it. I liked it a lot. Well, I liked it a lot. No, it was pretty dope. I can't wait to Mortal Kombat 2 because the way they ended it was pretty dope. Pretty gory, you know. it's not much to say. It's Mortal Kombat. Like if you don't know what Mortal Kombat is, it's a tournament
Yeah, what's the story?
I don't know the full story, but how they explained it is like there's a tournament that consists of 10 games, and it's like you got whoever wins the most games, and like there's different planets that you gotta rule and stuff in the games, and Raiden was like he was down bad. It was like 9-0. He was down bad. So he had to save this planet, save Earth, because it was on Earth.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah.
Earth. He had to save Earth, and he's put together a team, and he has a fight. It's pretty gory, you know. It's on HBO Max. It's pretty good. Hey, what do you? I rate it like an 8.
I rate it a 6. Give it a
You
6.
gonna talk about your experience?
No.
I'm okay.
I felt like it was kind of bland, personally.
Dude, I love the music. Do you remember when I was talking about when they were like fighting and it'll be like the dun 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 dun, like in a theater, bro? That would be bussin'.
Like, yeah, and like, I like, there's one part where they're fighting and you hear like the dun, 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 like, you know,
Yeah.
like the Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
like that song. Like, I
Yeah.
was playing that in the background. I was like, hey, this is kind of lit. And to give you guys some reference, I don't have any prior connection or love for the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Same.
Never really played the games.
Same.
I never really like got into anything like that.
Same. But I still liked it.
It was okay. Look at the beginning was pretty good. Like the whole like this beginning part here. First let me just tell you actually before I talk about my plot stuff, without spoiling it, it's bland. The beginning is kind of neat, and there's a very long segment in the middle that gets very boring, and then the end is pretty neat. And then, but that's the thing. That's all it is to me. It's pretty neat. And then Kano.
In the beginning, in the middle.
I'll explain it in the spoilers.
Oh.
But Kano, he started off really funny, and then he got really irritating to me really fast. So,
Really?
yeah.
I feel like it was funny.
I feel like he was overused.
That was funny when he was like, when he put his hand on him and he was like, the F?
Yeah. Anyway, 6 out of 10. If you just want mindless, fun action, go and watch it, dude.
I give it an 8.
Just go for
Give
it.
it an 8.
What else are you gonna watch in these times? So, yeah, that's my review for Mortal Kombat. Spoilers now. We're going full spoilers.
Full spoilers.
The beginning, like, whole, like, thing between, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, like, when they're young.
Mm-hmm.
That whole fight, that whole origin story, that whole, like, stuff was so interesting to me. I was like, oh, this is, like, really good. And then, and, like, he's using, like, the knife on the, like, the rope, and he's, like, freaking stabbing people through it, and I'm like, whoa, this is, like, awesome. And then, after that, you get introduced to Cole, and he's doing his boxing thing. I'm like, okay, this is also pretty interesting. And then the moment Cole, like, gets introduced to, like, the bigger world of Mortal Kombat, like, he's like, when, Jax is like, oh, like, first of all, my thoughts are all over the place. First of all, the dialogue, like the acting, like the dialogue that was written for this movie was kind of really corny, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
there's a part where Jax saves him, and he's like, what is that thing? He's like, huh, is that thanks for saving your... And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, buddy, like, tone it down.
I'm freaking out right now. I don't know what's happening.
Like, but the moment Jack saves them and like sends them like, oh, you gotta go meet this girl, that's when the movie like went like so downhill. Like it got so much more boring to me. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah, like Kano was funny at first, and then you spend like 40 minutes of the movie or something. Like how long is the movie? Like 2 hours.
An hour and 50
You spend
something.
like 40 minutes in this freaking temple in the same little like fight pit like training, and I'm like, Like what? Like like it was so boring to me. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what did you think? I don't know.
Okay.
Did you feel like that?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I found it very boring. And
Did you like the end fight?
The ending fights were fun. Cole's suit kind of threw me.
I hated Cole. Like, I'm gonna be real. Cole Sue, bro, you played yourself on that. Like, it's literally flesh.
It threw me off a little bit, not gonna lie. Like, every time he was fighting, I couldn't stop looking at it.
Dude, I couldn't stop looking at how much it looked like. You know how your muscles look? Like how flesh muscle looks? That's exactly what it looked like. And it's like, every time he would fight, he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm like, what is that suit, brother?
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
And what also, you know what triggered me the most?
Uh-huh.
When he fought that forearm dude, and every time he would get a hit, it would start glowing red. And then it didn't happen nowhere after that movie.
That's so true!
It triggered me so much. Like, he didn't absorb nothing that whole movie. He was like, oh, one time I'm dead.
That movie's so weird. It's so weird.
That suit is weird. Like, how you finna absorb, like, freaking... How you finna be like Black Panther and absorb all the damage and then release it and then the rest of the movie, it didn't happen again.
Which also, can I say, I hate that in Black Panther.
Really?
That's one of the reasons I don't put that movie as high as everybody else does. That suit annoys me. Because it's like, how am I supposed to, like, feel any emotion in any fights if you're just invincible the whole time and any punches are just gonna make you powerful?
Still getting hurt. Like, obviously, you're gonna feel like a really big thud on you.
Yeah, you're
just
feel
absorb it.
But like you're not gonna like.
Do you want to die?
No, but like in the final battle, we're getting a little off track here. But in the final battle of Black Panther, they have to go in the subway and like turn off the suits. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Because it's too powerful, and I'm like, you shouldn't have to do that in order to have a climactic finale. Like I don't know. Like, I get it in like in Infinity War where he's like fighting like a whole army or whatever,
Yeah.
but like in Black Panther, it's like, come on, like, oh, I got hit by a truck, but like I'm fine.
I thought it was no, it might have been Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Is it?
He got snapped in Infinity War.
Yeah, he did.
So he wasn't in Endgame.
No.
Well, he was. He also fought.
I was gonna say
Iron
Civil War, but that's Captain America.
Man.
I was thinking don't mind me.
Yeah, so like Cole's suit's so dumb. The girl who wished she had a dragon tattoo.
She's
like,
cool.
I didn't like her that much. She was just like,
She was just there.
she was kind of just there. Like, why did they even let her in the temple? You don't got the mark. And then
After all.
yeah, and then she got it at the end, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel like
You know why they did that? It's because I don't know about the backstory in the games and stuff, but she's in the games. So I think they just incorporated her into the movie.
And also, there's this whole thing where like, oh, you need to like you need to unlock your true power.
Your kaka?
Your kaka.
No. Here's what to say. I don't know. I was gonna say chakra, but that's freaking...
That's Avatar.
Yeah.
No, it's like you need to unlock your
Your chakra. That's basically it.
pretty much. And Kano has a moment where he does it, and it's like kind of like, oh, like he did it in his own special way. And then Cole just does it to
his
protect
weapons also triggered me.
family.
What are those weapons? A baton and a Cali?
It's a baton.
It's a baton and a knife. No, one's a knife and one's a baton.
Yeah.
What is that?
And then the powers are making
Actually,
sense.
just make them both swords or batons.
Kano's made sense, and Kano's is like the most well handled one, right? Like, oh, he uses anger to channel his whatever his power. And then freaking Cole is like, oh, gotta protect my family, and I got this weird kind of vague power, I guess. And then Jax is like, oh, I gotta lift this rock, and then he gets metal arms as his power.
No, he had metal arms already.
Yeah, but then his arms just got buffer, so that made me think like if he didn't, I know this isn't important at all, but like if he didn't have metal arms already, what would his power have been? You know what I mean?
Even stronger.
Yeah, he just would have had to. And then after he gets the cool metal arms, he never feels bad about having metal arms again. Like later there's a scene where he's like, yeah, these things work. And I'm like, are you not like upset that you don't have arms anymore?
I don't know why I found it so funny when like he had the metal arms and he had to do the punching back. He looked so dumb. I don't know. I find it funny.
Like, yeah, I don't know. And then the girl gets hers off camera. Like, isn't this supposed to be like this is like the
No, she got it on camera.
No, she got the tattoo off camera, and then she just came back and started using her like weird bracelet powers.
We're pretty dumb though. You can't lie.
I don't know. Like, the more I'm thinking about this movie, I feel like lowering it down to a 5. But
I'm lowering mine's. I can see where you're coming from, and you're like lowering my rating a little bit, but
sorry.
no, it's fine.
I don't mean to ruin this movie for you.
I mean, I still have it like a 7.58 now. Like
It's like, I don't know. And
yeah, I'll say 7.5.
yeah, that's Mortal Kombat for you. It's just,
There.
it's fun to talk about. I could talk about it all day. It's just a weird movie, man.
All right, you wanna shake the beans?
Shaking the beans. I think that's an innuendo.
This you could talk about because I didn't really like. If I'm gonna be real, I found it mid tier. The
Infinity Train Book 4. I want to hear what you gotta say first, because I could go. I could go
exactly,
all day.
so go all day.
No. First, you go, because I already talked a lot. I went a little rant there about Mortal Kombat.
I found it mid tier. It wasn't. It didn't hit like how book 1 and book 3 hit, and book 2 and all the other rest of the books hit. It was just. I felt like it was like there wasn't a lesson they learned. I feel like there wasn't no lesson they learned. They're just like it was also really on and off between their relationship through the whole thing. Relationship like friendship. That's
I feel that.
So I was like, it's very mid tier, and that's really all I gotta say. My favorite book is book 1 and book 3, but
What would you rate it?
like a 6.
Okay, so
Let me prepare ya.
I've seen this book 3 times already.
3?
3 times.
Jocelyn 2?
So I have a pretty good understanding of it. If you guys don't know, Infinity Train's my current favorite show.
What's gonna be your next current favorite show? Because it's gonna be canceled soon.
I don't want to think about it. Hashtag finish Infinity Train. At first watch, I was disappointed by it. But the more you watch it, the more, the little things kind of grow on you. For an example.
Watch Mortal Kombat 3 times. 2 times more.
Yeah. For an example, there's certain, like, I think that Min's character arc is so good. It's one of the best character arcs in the entire show. Like, his arc of, like, he just has, like, a normal life, and he wants something more, and then... And when I first watched it, I thought his whole, like, oh, I'm gonna go to New York with you, kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But when I watched it again, there's, like, little things that are like, oh, like... First of all, the first episode of the book... spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. The first episode of the book where you see their lives going in separate sides. It's really good. I think it might be my favorite episode of Infinity Train. Like, just seeing, like, people's lives go separate directions, and they used to be best friends, and it's like, so good. It's like the most artful piece of art I've ever seen in my life. And then, I'm like, okay, but during that montage, like, Min is working, like, this dead-end job, and then on his breaks, there's one scene where Ryan is playing his guitar, and then they both at the same time do the dun 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 dun. Yeah, and he's playing it at his break, and then he smiles, and then he looks down on his college applications, and then he frowns. And I was like, oh, so, like, it's set up in the beginning, like
his parents are forcing him to go to college.
Yeah, but I don't think they did a good enough
job.
Yeah, because there's that scene in the beginning where they're arguing that he's like, I got accepted to uni or whatever. He seems really proud to be accepted to uni. I think if they made him seem more hesitant in that scene, it wouldn't have come so out of nowhere in the ending. But there's little setups like that in the first episode, and like how he wants more with his life.
Is uni real college?
Uni is short for university. So like, yeah.
I'm going to university college.
Is that a real college?
I don't think so.
Yeah, and Kez is pretty funny, if not a little annoying sometimes. How did you feel about Kez?
Which one is that one? The rock star?
No, Kez is the bell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she made very little sense a couple times. Like sometimes, like she started gobbling on like what is it, a bag of chips? Where did it go? She's a bell.
I like that though.
She has a hand that came out of nowhere.
The sparkles.
Yeah. Well, that's Sparkles, but her Sparkles turned into a hand. Towards the end, I kind of felt bad for her. You know, because like you saw her like what happened to her, like why she's like so like she didn't know how to apologize. Was that the reason?
That triggered me a little bit. That's my least favorite thing in the season.
I didn't even notice that.
That's my least favorite thing in the season. My least favorite thing in the season is that ending where they're like, she's like, sorry, and then they all just like, okay, and they like leave.
Yeah.
I was like, really, dude? Like,
you're gonna let that go easily?
Like, that was worse than Steven Universe. Like, like, are you for real?
Yeah.
Like, you went so extra to chase her around, and then she just says sorry, and then, like, I don't know. I felt like it was a little out of nowhere. And the only reason, I don't know, it was just, I feel like it was an easy way to wrap it up. Just wrap it up. It's the last episode. You gotta wrap it up. And also, one thing I didn't like about this season. I'm talking about a lot of things I don't like, but I like things, okay? One thing I don't like about this season is that it feels like obvious setup for another season. Did you feel that?
A little bit.
Because book 1, you could watch it and not know anything else. Book 2, you could watch it and you don't have to watch anything else. Same thing with book 3, even if book 3 you probably... I think book 3 is the most...
It's just the way they ended it, like how they went like, yeah, I'm going to New York with you.
No, in book 1, or in book 4, there's like... It's like there's this obvious setup, like in the beginning with Amelia and One. And they're together, and then later you see the Stewarts there, and then like Amelia's talking through her, like talking to One, and at the end the Stewart comes back and it's just Amelia, and it's like, oh, like this is obvious like foreshadowing, or like, but I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. This is just teasing. But then Owen Dennis on Twitter was like,
gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, he said that book 5 would have been about Amelia taking over the train. And I'm like, so this was just set up for the next season. And it feels like every other book of Infinity Train, if you think about it, follows like someone really important to the train. Book 1 follows...
Also, sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
No, cut me off. You need to...
What triggered me about this is like how they left off the other one. And it was like, 2 new people came. Like they showed Amelia with her like in this tracksuit helping all these other people. She just came out of nowhere. I want to know more about Amelia than these 2 random kids going to college. Like it just came out of nowhere. That's also why I didn't really like.
That's what I was about to say. That every other book of Infinity Train follows someone important to the train. Like book 1, Tulip, she re-puts 1-1 as the conductor. So that was really important. Book 2 was the first time a denizen got off of the train. So, and like we get to see a bunch more how the train works and stuff. Book 3 is arguably like the least important. Like the people don't do anything important.
Yeah, but it's a really good.
But it sets up a lot of stuff like how Amelia is like she created denizens or whatever, and how they like like identity stuff or whatever. And also, it's just the masterpiece of Infinity Chain. It's the best book, so I don't really care. But then book 4,
It's just out of nowhere.
it makes it seem like there's like a big deal. Like, oh, there's 2 passengers that got on the same time. There's something important with that. Or even if not important, there's some sort of mystery with that. But then the first episode is like, oh, anything could happen on the train.
It was like, I threw your keys. What you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like...
It was like kind of out of nowhere. I don't really like that season.
Every season has a mystery. Oh, Tulip... Oh, like, what's up with the number? What's that number on her hand mean? Like, who's the conductor? Who's 1-1's parents? Who's 1-1's mom or whatever? And then book 2 is like the mystery of, like, what's Jessie's whole deal? What's her baggage? Like, and then you get to learn a bunch of more stuff about the train. Like, why can't Lake get a number? And like Lake can't leave the train. Why? Like, there's a bunch of mysteries, like, about the wasteland. Like, they can't leave. They can't go too far from the train. How does that work? And then in book 3, the mystery is like, why is Hazel a turtle? Like, what's up with that? What's Amelia doing?
Yeah.
Like that. Why is her number going
Why
down?
did she go into a turtle, like, and scream and like shout and let it all out? And then like she like turned into a turtle and then like got these 2 new passengers. What?
Well, this book takes place in the past before. That's why she looks so young.
That's true. But still, I kind of don't like this book.
And then this book doesn't have a mystery. The mystery was there's 2 passengers going on at the same time. What does that mean? How does that work? But in the first episode, one just says like, anything could happen on the Infinity Train or whatever, and like that's it. And the mystery of this season is not like concluded in this season. You know what I mean? Like, the mystery is like, oh, Amelia, she's like taking over the train, and you can hear her taking over, like, through the steward and stuff. What's those boots mean? Why does she take off the boots? There was one line that I cannot stop thinking about because I saw someone point out on Twitter. The first time the steward comes, do you remember like when they're in the party car and the steward comes and it freezes everything?
Whoa, wait, what book are you talking about right now?
4.
Yeah.
Min and Ryan are in the party car, and then their boots get stuck to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And the story comes through, like, the beads. And...
what was also that slime stuff?
And then their boots get stuck to the ground, and then Kez goes, huh, they're not supposed to do that until... And then she freezes. And then when she gets unfrozen, she never brings it up again. They're not supposed to do that until what, Kez?
And then they cancel the show.
And then they cancel the show. So I'm like, what do those boots mean? Why did Amelia take them off of every passenger? Mm-hmm. And then this is a really trippy part that I noticed on my 3rd
Are you sure you like this
rewatch.
book? You come on.
No, this is stuff I like that I'm talking about, these mysteries. But then why didn't he answer it?
Yeah, usually they answer it.
On my 3rd rewatch, their numbers are both at 202 at like the second last episode. Then Amelia, the steward, comes through.
They started off at 202.
Yeah, because it keeps going back and forth. Yeah. Amelia comes through. She undoes the shoes, and then when she takes off the shoes, their number is like they start moving, and then they go back to 202.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, that was really weird. Like, that was really sus. And I'm really curious what that means. Like, I wonder if maybe one was controlling their numbers, and then when Amelia takes off the shoes, because she's like, you guys are on your own now, that means the numbers just go based off of, like, their emotions, or, like, how they actually are.
Like the boots were controlling them?
Yeah, like, the boots let one control the number, like, he can physically control it, and that's why the number's so inconsistent, this book. But, good things I like about this book. I really like the character arcs. Min and Ryan's chemistry in the book, so freaking good. I love their chemistry. There's a scene in the maze car, where they're walking through the maze that I posted on my Twitter because it's so freaking good. Where like Min is talking to Ryan and he's like, like, oh, I worked at a Humpty Dumpty themed restaurant. Like, my life is pathetic. And then Ryan's like, I never said that. And then he's like, yeah, but you meant it. Like, and you know, like, oh, like, I want to do something with my life. And I'm abbreviating it a lot, guys. It's just really powerful, and it makes me want to cry when I watch it. It's like, it's so freaking good.
So, what do you rate it?
8. I like it still. Even I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for now. Might be more, might be less.
Okay.
What do you rate it?
I rated it a 6.
Okay.
Like,
Yes. Let's rustle through the beans. This last thing. It's getting hot in here.
it's so hot.
I'm dying.
I'm like, Beans track Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, last episode we talked about episode 1, and in between then the whole series came out. So
Did you actually?
yep. How did you like Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I liked it a lot.
It's okay. It's pretty good.
I liked it like because it's like so. It's like okay. I liked the action in it was pretty good. Like yeah, I liked how I said this I think in the beginning. I don't know if I did. The action came out right off the bat. I liked it. What else was I gonna say? It's getting hot. I'm like losing my mental. So I'm sweating.
It's like so. He's just like faint.
I can't think straight. I'm not even being for like, like I'm not
Okay,
trying to joke.
listen.
No, yeah, talk. I need to go off you.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is pretty good, but I have issues with it. Like I don't know. I guess I'm a Debbie Downer. Sorry, I have issues with everything. It's pretty good, but like,
You're doing the same thing.
freaking. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff. The whole Elijah Bradley stuff, loved it. That stuff was really, really good, but it was only the focus of a couple episodes. What else was good in it?
Dude, that one speech at the very last episode.
It was good, if not going on for. No, that's cap. I actually liked it.
I really like that speech.
Where he's talking about like, oh, like if you're gonna make decisions that affect people, maybe you should talk to the people that it's affecting instead of like
Just doing it.
yeah. I like that.
Oh, what triggered me? The wannabe with Captain America. He triggered me a lot.
He was my favorite character in the show.
Really?
Yep.
You're weird.
Because he's so interesting to me. Like a wannabe Captain America. Like that's kind of cool.
Like he took the serum, like when he wasn't supposed to, and now like he just triggered me.
I felt like he was such an interesting character.
When he killed that guy in the mask because someone killed his friend, and he just like did it in front of the whole crowd.
That was like one of the best scenes in the show. Look at his character was so well done until the very end, where they just made him good out of nowhere.
And they gave him his own suit and everything.
Everyone's just cool with him, and I'm like,
He did a lot of bad stuff.
yeah, like this guy, like
At that point, he should be a villain.
yeah, just make him like an anti-hero. Like, wouldn't it be cool if like he still was like a hero, like he tried to help, but
He'll always fight.
Like he's like brutal, like he's
Yeah.
kind of like a punish it type thing, or like other heroes don't like him. I mean, I'm not a writer, but I feel
That'd
like
be dope.
it'll be more interesting. He was cool.
I can't talk a lot. I'm dying.
I didn't like. What's her face? Oh, the villain, Carly. She was kind of boring.
Yeah, I didn't get her.
So okay.
I got her, but like, why was she there?
You wanna hear something funny? This is full spoilers, by the way. I should have said that in the beginning because I already talked spoilers, but whatever. What was I gonna say?
This heat is kicking our butt.
So apparently her mission was supposed to be about a virus that was killing people, and she was trying to save people. That's why there was that weird scene where she like goes to like her grandma's funeral or something, because she was supposed to be killed from a virus that she's trying to save people from, and that's why there's this whole thing about like, oh, like maybe she's the good guy when like she's obviously not the good guy. It's because she was supposed to be trying to save people from a virus, but they cut all mention of a virus out of that because this was recorded before coronavirus. So they cut all mentions of a virus out because coronavirus. So
because a virus with a virus.
Yeah, they didn't want to like. Yeah, so they cut it all out. So now her character's just kind of awkward. I want it.
Oh, you should. It'll be good.
Her character's just kind of awkward in there. Like, how do you feel about it compared to WandaVision?
Oh, this is like WandaVision top tier.
I don't know about this.
Alright. This I'll rate it like a 7. Wanda I'll rate it like a 9.
Wanda's like a 9. This is like a 7. This 7's a good score. It's pretty good. Some of the middle episodes get a little like...
It's a little like, can you hurry up with the pace? It gets a little slow.
Hurry up, come on.
Yeah.
Like, chop. I like that it was 6 episodes instead of WandaVision's. Like, WandaVision's makes more sense for how long they made it.
It's like, what were you gonna do with the extra, like, 4 episodes?
Yeah. Sharon Carter became interesting.
How do you like, that one villain? No, the girl. That she was the leader. She, like, just blew everybody up, because why not?
Carly?
Yeah. Oh, you just talked about her. You know who else I thought you were talking about for some reason? The blonde girl that shot Carly. But I now realize, I'm out of it right now. I'm slowly like,
It's good. It's just not great.
Yeah.
It could be better.
I would recommend it.
Same. I would recommend it, I guess.
I would recommend it.
What was I gonna say? There's something I was gonna bring up. Sam's suit is really good.
Dude, I like his suit a lot.
I felt like the Winter Soldier didn't get enough screen time.
Yeah.
He didn't really have an arc, right? Well, he did have an arc, but it wasn't really as compelling as Sam's. Fudge. There was something I was gonna bring up.
That is done.
Oh, freaking the Dora Milaje coming in.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
Was low key the best part of the show.
It was so
in
good.
my opinion. Like, it was so like
they played it so well too.
Yeah, like when they just showed up and like that scene where like Bucky's like crying because he's free from like the brainwashing and like the Dora.
And she like reminds them and like help them.
That was
and then
so
the way they
good.
like the Captain America. What's his name? The white dude, Captain America, white dude.
John.
Yeah, John Snow. No,
John Walker.
Yeah, how he was like, dude, they're just girls. Let me fight them, and they just like wrecked them. Dude, that was so good.
Like,
he looks stupid,
and then he's like, they didn't even have super soldier serum, like,
and he got wrecked, and he was just like crying.
Yeah. Oh man, like that. I think that might have been my favorite episode in the show.
That was really good. I could see that.
That was a really good one. Dora Milaje were introduced really well. Zemo was a fun presence, even if he was kind of... I don't know. I feel like people kind of overhyped Zemo's presence. He was fun, but he wasn't like the best part of the show, like people were saying.
Yeah.
And Sam's arc's really good. Bucky's arc could be better. The action is okay. It's better than WandaVision's action for sure. It's just it's just not. It's not up there. Yeah, I give it right. Yeah, give it an 8 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I'll give it 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's it here.
That's it here.
Hey, that's kind of dope. I feel like we did dope in person.
In person. Look, that was a real high five we did. We did it again. That's probably horrible for the mic. Sorry.
Ear rape them.
We're gonna get off because we're dying in this room a little
Yeah,
bit.
we need to turn on the AC and that's gonna like mess up the audio.
Yeah, so thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
I know it's been like another.
did.
When this comes out, when is it gonna come out? Like another week or two?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks maybe?
No, 1 week from recording.
1 week from recording. It's been like 2 months since our last one. We've been doing up a lot of stuff. You know, school starts. He's been working. So if you could forgive us on that. If you even like these podcasts, if you like them. But if you do like them, like it and subscribe it. Turn on the post notifications.
You're so stupid.
And I'm out. We're out.
We're out
Together.
5,000. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you
Peace
for
out.
watching, dude.
Watch our other videos that we did. Few tier lists.